welcome to another somewhat late episode of Pokemon Showdown. Hope you guys all had a very good Thanksgiving. But today, we're going to be doing a All-Hoenn team. So an All-Hoenn team, and as you can see, we have the amazing Big Boss Whale Lord, O'Danghy the Breloom, which is off basically what I have in Auras right now, which I just actually beat the Delta episode. So I have basically beat the game now. The Delta episode is amazing. And we have Bayonet here with the Bayonetite. So is my Mega here as well. So because I like that Prankster ability, and I really like using Mega Bayonet over Sableye, even though it takes your Mega because of the super high attack. So you can use Taunt and then Sucker Punch, which I really like doing. There was like a ghost competition in Pokemon XY, like maybe, I think it was during Halloween, so like a month ago. Next up is the Manectric, if I can get it there. Can I get it there? There we go. Next up is my Manectric with a Focus Sash so it can hold on, Lightning Rod, and of course, this is kind of also based off of what I have in the game, only without the Signal Beam. But I have Overheat on it because it's fun. But I put Signal Beam on it just for type coverage as well. I also put in the Human Torch because apparently I like naming my summons after superheroes. And so Superman was my non-shiny one, so this one's shiny. And is now the Human Torch because I couldn't find any other orange and green superheroes. And the last but not least at all, as you'll see in this video, is Regirock with leftovers. And just totally is a tank. As you look at its defense, just total beast. But apparently its attack is really good too, as you can see with my with the EVs put on it. So it's really fun to watch here. And you'll see in a little bit how these battles turn out and how I did. So on with the footage. I said it right. Hello, and welcome to the first battle. Anyway, well, as you can see, we are up against a Swampert. Politoed, Ferrothorn, Electrode, Beartick, and Crocodile. I send out O'Danghy because O'Danghy got sent out. Ha 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 ha, you get that nickname now. O'Danghy used Mach Punch. So, yeah. So yeah, now you probably get that nickname if you didn't catch on already. It's kind of fun to have in your game. But anyway, I have quite a few fun things here. I go for Mach Punch twice now, and so I'm getting that Ferrothorn here. He uses Protect. I'm going to go in for that. Another Mach Punch, because the Mach Punch is priority, of course. And I really want to get this early K out. He switches out to his Politoed. Of course, it's a water type, so I'm going to have Seed Bomb, so I can totally just I have that grass type move advantage on the water type, plus Mach Punch did a lot. He Toxics me, I Seed Bomb him, get the first KO here. It's with O'Danghy. And here comes a Beartick. So now this is interesting. I'm not going to switch out. I go for Mach Punch, which does a whole bunch of damage because of the ice typing here. He goes for Substitute, and he's barely got any health left. He's slowly Toxic stalling me, but I really don't care because he's not doing a very good job of Toxic stalling, I don't think. But he does Focus Punch me and does kill me there. So I send out the one, the only Regirock, who takes damage from spikes, and I believe it's spikes and pointed stones, which is is that? I don't know, it's the rock type move. I forget what it is. It's like spikes. I just don't know. I forget what it was. Stealth Rock, that's what it was. So I'm looking like a total idiot now, but here comes Swampert, and so it's got that ground type move here, so I decided to send in Big Boss, who takes a whole bunch of damage from the thing. He has Mega Swampert, which I kind of somewhat expected since, Auras had just come out, and so it's all on Showdown now. Of course, not animated, so as you can see, it's very odd. But I use a nice Ice Beam, I believe. Is that what I use? Yeah, I think I use Ice Beam here, or Facade. No, okay, I protect. I forgot, totally forgot, because, usually it looks like I usually do what I really want to here. So this time I believe I attack it with Facade or Ice Beam. And I believe I choose Facade, which is a bad idea. He Ice Punches me. Doesn't do very much. Facade isn't even gonna even like touch that Swampert. So I just kind of keep going with it. He goes for Superpower. Whoo! Just totally destroys me there. So I have got 4 Pokemon left. He has got 5. So it would right now I'm thinking I'm at a disadvantage. I got to take out the Swampert really quick. It's the thing. So I send in the Human Torch, of course. It takes a whole bunch of damage from Stealth Rock, I believe. Not very much from Spikes, but Stealth Rock. I use Dragon Claw, totally destroy the Swampert. So very interesting to see that come out here, as the Human Torch is going to do that. And he sends out Crocodile. So I used to have a Crocodile on my team for a long time in X and Y. Now I don't. But he uses Stone Edge, just totally takes out Human Torch, which is kind of sad, because Human Torch is one of my main attackers. It's not that ground and dark type. Now, I'm not quite sure what I was doing here. I think I just sent out Regirock because he has that Ice Punch, which is really helpful here. Ice Punch. And so he's got Crocodile. I'm still kind of wondering what he's going to do, because I totally forgot. He uses Crunch, which I find interesting. He doesn't have Earthquake or anything, so Ice Punch is just going to totally destroy this Crocodile. I find it really interesting, though, that Crocodile did not have Earthquake here. So here's Ferrothorn. So the best one here is, I believe it's Earthquake, because of the Grass Steel typing. I do Earthquake, because it does neutral damage. He protects, doesn't matter. And I get some HP off leftovers. He gets some HP off leftovers, and then I use Earthquake. It does only a little bit. He Leech Seeds me, which is interesting. You get some health off of that as well, and the leftovers. So then I use Earthquake again. No, I switch out. I believe I switch out to Magnetric, which has the Overheat and the Signal Beam, so both of those are going to be very effective in this situation here. He uses Protect, he fails, so he can't use Protect again, I know that. So I'm just going to go for the Overheat, just totally destroy this Ferrothorn, even though my special attack gets lowered by a whole bunch. Destroy the Ferrothorn, and now he has 2 Pokemon left. He has Beartick and Electrode, so now I'm in the advantage because I totally take out his Beartick with Manectric as well. Get 2 KOs right off, and here comes Electrode, his last Pokemon here. And so I'm not quite sure I think I have Regirock that I can deal with this guy with. So I send in Regirock. Thing is, he explodes. And it only does a little bit, so I go 1-0 here in these battles. So here is the second battle. As you can see, we have Mandibuzz, Sceptile, which I know will probably be Mega, Garchomp, Registeel, Clefairy, and Breloom. So this is, it looks like a lot of Hoenn Pokemon on here, but not a full Hoenn, as you can see, because of the whatever it is. He uses Dragon Pulse because of the Garchomp. And I use Overheat, which is just going to do normal damage because of the Dragon typing here. Signal Beam is going to be super effective, but I don't use it. I go for Bug Boss. Or Big Boss, not Bug Boss. He uses Dragon Pulse again on me. It does a decent amount of damage. I have like 60% left, I believe. Something like that. So I do Protect. See what he does. He has Energy Ball, so I'm like, oh no. Bad idea to be in there, because he's going to use Energy Ball again. So I bring out, I believe it was the Human Torch I bring out, because he's got the resistance there. He's got the 4 times resistance to the Energy Ball. Not going to take very much damage from that at all. And now I have the Flying type advantage, but he also has the Dragon type advantage. And he's got a faster Sceptile than my Salamence. So, he takes me out with Dragon Pulse. Human Torch is gone. What am I going to do now? So, yep, so I have 2... no, I'm only 1 Pokemon down. But it really doesn't look good for me because I have no way to do anything about this Sceptile. I use Sucker Punch. I actually take it out with Sucker Punch, which I was kind of surprised about, but Banette has that awesome attack stat that I really love, and so, of course, able to do that. However, now, I'm wondering what to do here. I taunt it, because Mandibuzz is really kind of a staller. I also taunt the Clefable, so the Clefable can't use, like, Wish or Recover, which would be nice. But now I have nothing to do with it, so I can Toxic this guy. I really have nothing to do, but my Toxic Miss uses Store Power. This Clefable is going to be a huge problem, even though I Toxic it. He uses Moonblast, which doesn't actually do that much, because the Ghost typing is not that weak to it. So I believe I go for a Taunt again, because... Do I go for a Taunt again? Because the Taunt will wear off. But I go for a Substitute this time. The Taunt wears off. He uses Moonblast and makes the Substitute fade. And I'll use Taunt again because the Taunt faded. And here comes Bayonet. Bayonet gets taken out by this Clefable. Now I got Regirock. So I got the Steel Iron Head here. And he's got Garchomp. So not really the best here. But this is going to start a series of stalls here because Garchomp is going to destroy me if I stay in. So I decide to go into Big Boss because of the Earthquake threat. Of course, he takes out Big Boss. So now I have a choice here. Go for Manectric, just sacrifice Manectric. Go for Regirock or go for Odanghe. So I go for Odanghe. Odanghe used Mach Punch. I believe I used Mach Punch because Mach Punch has that priority. Or Counter. I did use Counter too, but Counter isn't going to do anything because he switched out. So he has Clefable here, and that's going to be that Fairy type, going to be super effective on the fighting. I just kind of go for something that I think I can go for here, which is switching. I can switch to Regirock here. He uses Cosmic Power, of course, going to store up some power there, which really just, lets it all out here. He stores up some more. He has Cosmic Power. Use Ice Punch, get a good amount off. But I'm kind of using Ice Punch more. I'm not going to use Iron Head yet because I want to use Ice Punch more because of the Garchomp threat, because I think he's going to switch out to Garchomp. But now he's not going to switch out to Garchomp. But his defenses are already high enough where I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, I'm going to barely make a dent on this Clefable. This Clefable is going to use Cosmic Power again. And it has, like, I think 3.5 or something. Yeah, see, as you can see, Iron Head doesn't make a dent at all. So, I really just can't do much about this. Regirock's at 100%, but it's going to get totally destroyed here in a sec because of this Clefable. I'm just kind of expecting him to do like a baton pass or something. So I use Ice Punch again, because this Clefable is just totally destroying Cosmic Power, and I can't do anything about it. Now it uses Stored Power. Just totally wrecks Regirock, and I can't do anything about it. His leftovers are still gaining him HP now, because I can't do enough about it. And, of course, use the Stored Power again, takes out my Regirock, and all I have left is Odanghe and Manectric. So I'm going to send out Manectric kind of as a little sacrifice so I can get the free switch in. I don't know. I guess Manectric has more of the speed here and can use Overheat. Overheat does nothing. Just kind of sad. And Stored Power, of course, kills Manectric. And then all I have left is Odanghe. So this battle did not go well at all because Clefable was able to set up on me. I kind of allowed that to happen. I really didn't expect this, but yeah, I lose and go 1-1. And now we're in for the final battle, which this time is versus at least, there's 2 fire types here, 2 fighting types. And that dragon type, which I think he just based a whole bunch on that dragon type. Haxorus, as you will see at the beginning of this battle. So I have he uses Dragon Dance. I have Ice Beam though. Then I can take up half of his HP. So I go for the Protect this time just to see what he does. He goes for Dual Chop, not Chomp, which I think, well, maybe I can live. Even though he's got that attack boost. It's Dual Chop though. Even though that Citrus Berry comes into effect, the Dual Chop still kills me barely. However, I do have a few priority moves on my team, one of them being Sucker Punch, so I send out Bayonet, of course, and I kind of assume he's just going to, bank on just totally destroying my Bayonet, because I sent it out here. no one really, I don't know why, but no one really expects a Sucker Punch Bayonet. It just seems like the Sucker Punch Bayonet just always comes in there. But he gets lucky, he has that 1%, so he's able to attack with Earthquake. But I still have Sucker Punch here. It fails because he uses Dragon Dance again. But I just keep using Sucker Punch because whenever he attacks, he's not going to live. And, of course, he did try to attack there, and Bayonet just took him out with Sucker Punch. Now I have a Fighting Psychic type, which I should be fine staying in on. But I don't have anything to attack it with. So I believe what I do here is I'll switch out. I don't know why I'd taunt it. It looks like I was thinking about taunt. But I just Sucker Punch it, see what it can do. Use a Psycho Cut, and it's enough to take me out. Which, yeah. And I don't know, I lost my words here, but my next trick, I'm going to use Signal Beam, because that will be super effective against that Psychic type here. Now, my mic was way below my mouth, so I don't know why. There we go, that should be better. But I used Signal Beam. That didn't do very much. So I'm thinking, well, I probably should switch out of this next trick here. See what I can do. But I guess I left him in as a sacrifice, so I got the free switch instead of the take damage with Human Torch, because Human Torch doesn't need to take extra damage. Has an easy attacker, so I just kind of sacrificed him there, and Aerial Ace just kind of totally destroy Glade. Here. So, and here comes Bisharp, so the Dark and Steel, not fighting. Sorry, I think I said 2 fighting types here earlier. But it's Dark and Steel, and I'm locked into Aerial Ace right now, so I have to use it again because of I think it was the choice band that I have on it. So I'm locked into Aerial Ace. It's gonna do a whole bunch, but then I just send in Breloom. Breloom's gonna be able to resist this foul play here. Not gonna take very much damage from it, and then I have a Mach Punch just totally destroy it with the 4 times effective. So I do that, and oh dang, he used Mach Punch. So, now, here's Talonflame, which is basically just the worst nightmare for a Breloom, like the one I have out. So I switch out to Salamence again. Use the Brave Bird. It's going to do a decent amount of damage because of the Brave Bird here. Because Brave Bird is like a really good move. And of course, he takes the recoil off of that as well. Goes to Pyroar. I use Dragon Claw. Just totally destroy the Pyroar. 100% of its health, 1-hit KO. And here comes Greninja. He uses Ice Beam. He's able to take me out with Ice Beam. Of course, I just love that Dragon Claw being locked into that one move, but totally destroyed that Pyroar. And here we go. It's a Dark type now. Well, no, it'd be Ice type, but it was still super effective with the Mach Punch. However, I'm not able to take it out, and of course, it takes me out. I have Regirock here, which I believe is my last hope. Regirock is just my last hope here against these two, which actually is not that bad of a situation for me, as I'm able to take out the Greninja, and Regirock seems to be pulling through here, because, of course, all he's got left is Talonflame, and Brave Bird is not going to do anything at all, and I'm able to Rock Slide my way to victory here. So, that was the last battle, and I hope you enjoyed this All-Hoenn team on Pokemon Showdown. This is Mudge100, out.